Hello and welcome to Toilet Topics with Cody Glott. In today's episode, I'll be reviewing The Leftovers. Some background on the show. I have heard of it in the past, but never really checked it out until this year. So I watched the first episode and I was hooked. I've binge watched all 3 seasons. There's 28 episodes, so it airs on HBO. So if you have HBO, you can go check it out there. To watch it, or I guess go by the seasons, however you want to consume the content. Interesting thing about the show is it's created by Damon Lindelof, same co-creator of Lost, one of my other probably all-time favorite shows. So getting into this show, I definitely saw some of the bleed-throughs of the two series, like how they're similar, and they're different in many ways, but they're similar in a lot of ways too. The show kind of stars a few main characters. We have Kevin Garvey. He's kind of the main character of the show. We have Nora Durst, his children, Tommy and Jill. Sorry, I was drawing a blank. We have those and kind of their journey. We have his ex-wife, Lori, and just kind of their journey through life. And the premise of the show is 2% of the world's population disappeared on October 14th. There's no really real explanation given at the beginning of the series of what happened to these characters, so that when someone suddenly vanishes from your life, it's these characters, how they deal with it, and how groups around the world kind of deal with it. So we have one of the main antagonists of groups in the series is the Guilty Remnant. Their whole goal, in my opinion, is to they don't want people to forget. They want people to remember, and I think pretty much they want to either end the world or cause disruptions and everything like that. Each season was I just really enjoyed the pacing. We kept getting these almost is there something more going on, or is it characters' minds or heads? So it never really comes out with a definitive answer of hey, this character is crazy, or hey, he's actually a holy person or something like that. I really enjoyed the kind of last season, especially. We get a lot of scenes of Kevin going into this hotel, kind of underworld kind of place, and kind of his journey throughout the show. And specifically on the season finale, we kind of get this story from Nora talking about how she went to this to where they went with this machine that the scientists built, and from their perspective, 98% of the population disappeared. So it's almost like another reality, or a parallel universe where here's Earth 1 and here's Earth 2, and everyone from Earth 2 went to Earth 1 kind of thing, if that makes sense. So she went to this place. She goes to where her family is. She sees that it's her daughter and son and her ex-husband, and he's remarried, and they look all happy. So she feels like she doesn't belong there, and so she has that scientist that transferred over to build another machine, so she gets back. See, when I first watched it, I kind of just believed it. Just that first instant of just watching that episode, I just oh yeah, she's telling the truth. After kind of thinking about it and reading some reviews and just kind of reading more about it, I kind of started to question it a little bit. I'm not sure. Part of me wants to say yeah, it's true, but part of me is well, if that was true, why wouldn't people transfer? But maybe it's one of those things that these people were supposed to be separated for a reason, and then they're supposed to kind of move on with their lives, and maybe that was the whole point, whoever did it, or why ever it happened. Or it could just be some random thing, or she could be lying. So I like how, some shows you want a definitive answer. This was one of those kind of shows where I wasn't really mad that I didn't get hey, 100%, this is what happened, because we don't see a scene of that alternate world. We just have her word on it, and so it was a really interesting finale. I really like the just each episode is really well crafted, and it's a really great show. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. I'm sure if you are listening to this video, you have seen it, because I've pretty much spoiled the show for you. But I do produce other videos on my channel at Toilet Topics. If you have any requests, please let me know. If there's anything on the series that you found interesting that maybe I didn't notice, some things that Holy Wayne from the first season, he was an interesting character to me. Was he a fraud or not? And then how Tommy personifies that persona, and then just the each character had like an arc that I feel like they played and we got to see a lot of. So I really enjoyed the show. I really hope the next project that Damon Lindelof goes to, because every show that I've seen of his has been excellent. So I'm really excited to see what his next show might entail. So until next time, this is Toilet Topics. Peace out.